Welcome back to another video, and today's video is a little special because it is my birthday. Well, it was my birthday. By the time y'all see this video, my birthday would have came and went, but my birthday was October 15th, and this video is going to be posted on a Saturday, so happy belated to me. This weekend, I'm actually going to New York, so I need the nubs done. Like, we got to do something with these. The birthday nails that I really want to do for myself, I cannot do because I am going to take forever and a day to do them, and I don't have forever and a day. We got to do something quick. Let me just show y'all what I want to do. So I love tortoiseshell. I am not going to give myself Halloween nails for my birthday. That's just not me. But I love how we just decided that tortoiseshell represents fall. Like, I love that. So I want tortoiseshell on my nails. So I saw this nail set right here, and as you can already tell, it has a tortoiseshell in the middle, and I'm really feeling this on like some almond nails. I also saw these nails here. I'm not gonna lie, I'm loving the ring finger on this one with the aura. I want to do a mixture of this set and the first set I showed you guys. I actually did my non-dominant hand off camera so I can knock that out really quickly, but I did that just so I can show you guys how I do my dominant hand with my non-dominant hand, because I don't think I've done that on camera. If I have, it's been a minute. So yeah, we're gonna start all the way from the beginning with prepping. So first, I'm gonna go ahead and push back my cuticles here with a cuticle pusher. And as I'm pushing them back, I'm gonna try to scrape off this dead skin that I have here as much as I can with the cuticle pusher. I am just going to take a file and just lightly buff off the shine from my natural nail here. And I'm just going to do this very lightly. I don't like taking off too much of my natural nail. You just want to focus on removing the natural shine from your nails. All right, there you go. And I'm going to take my dehydrator to dehydrate my nail plate, taking away those oils that's in there. And now I'm going to add primer on here, adding a sticky layer to my nail. I am going to do this set with my Glaze Soft Gel kit. Now, this kit comes with extra long stiletto tips, but obviously we are not using the extra long stiletto. I'm going to use the almond tips that I have also from Glaze by C. But from this kit, I'm going to be using the dehydrator, primer, top coat, and the tip glue. I absolutely love these tips because they're already in the perfect shape. So we can actually save time today on shaping because we don't need to do too much of that. Now this part will definitely help your nails last longer. I'm just gonna take the tip and go ahead and file on the inside. I'm gonna buff out the inside of the tip and remove that shine from the inside of the tip. And then I'm going to take the Glaze by C primer from out of the kit, and I'm also going to coat the inside of the tip with the primer, and this just adds a sticky layer to the tip so it's easier to adhere to your nail. I almost forgot to add one coat of the tip glue to my natural nail, so I'm going to do that and then go ahead and cure. And then I'm going to take the same tip glue and I'm going to coat the inside of this tip. I'm going to coat the etched part with one coat of the tip glue. And then I'm going to take the brush and scrape off some glue so it gathers right there on the edge. And then I'm just going to take my nail tip and starting from up here by the cuticle area, I'm going to press down slowly, then just put it under to cure. We have all of the nails on, and I can move on to sealing the cuticle areas. What I'm going to do is just take my nail drill and just go around the cuticle area. I'm going to stay on the false nail though. You do not want to file down your natural nail, especially with this kind of drill bit. You want to stay on that nail tip because you want it to be flush up here by the cuticle. And once that's done, you can go ahead and get out your acetone. I'm gonna go ahead and soak up some acetone in my brush here. And I got this brush from Amazon. And I'm just gonna go ahead and swipe around that cuticle area. And what this is gonna do is melt the nail tip so that it is flush. All right, so now we can go ahead and get started on this nail design. I want to go ahead and just jump right into the tortoiseshell nail design. It should be fairly easy, I'm hoping it is, to do with my non-dominant hand. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and start off with the base color. So it's going to be a jelly color. This one is from Valentino. In my opinion, they have some of the best jelly colors. I'm gonna start with this shade, and it looks like kind of a yellowish color. And it looks fairly bright now, but we're gonna darken it up a little later. And then I'm gonna do one coat of this and then go ahead and put it under to cure. All right, and then I am actually gonna use some blooming gel. So I'm gonna take this blooming gel here, and we're going to do one coat of the blooming gel because we want these little blobs that we're getting ready to make to like bleed out. So I am just going to take this color here, and I'm just going to take a brush and just make random blobs. And this is why I feel like this design it might be good for your non-dominant hand because it doesn't necessarily have to be perfect. Like the blobs can be a little messy, and that works out because my non-dominant hand isn't the strongest. As y'all can see, I have the shakes a little bit, kind of doing these blobs. But it don't have to be a lot of blobs, just a few blobs, just like that. And you can let it bleed out a little more, but I am just gonna go ahead and cure that. We're gonna grab some of this gel polish. It's also a jelly color from Valentino Beauty, V-Beauty Pure. And I am just gonna put one coat of it on top of that and then cure. And then I'm just gonna go on top of it with some black blobs and just place them pretty randomly. Well, not really randomly. I'm kind of placing them like offsetting from the brown blobs that I have underneath here. And cure for about 60 seconds. Make sure everything cures thoroughly. And then I'm kind of want to go back in with just like a jelly black. All right, and now that finger is done. So I'm gonna leave it like that, and then we're gonna move on to the next design that we're gonna do. So I want to go ahead and do that aura nail. I'm gonna take some nude gel polish. This is from V Beauty Pure, and I'm just gonna go ahead and go in with my first coat. Now, one thing about putting on gel polish using your non-dominant hand, it's best to have something for your finger to rest on so you're not shaking all over the place. So right here you can see I have my finger resting on my pinky and it actually works, believe it or not. You just have to make sure that you are in the most comfortable position as you need to be so you're not really shaking, and then go as slow as you need to go. And I wanted to do this in real time so you guys can see how slow I'm actually going. I really don't go that fast. Slow and steady definitely wins the race with these things. But I'm just going to use some acetone to clean up this little spill I have of gel on my skin. And then I'm going to go ahead and cure. And then with that, I'm going to go ahead and go in for my second coat. All right, and there's the second coat, and we're gonna go ahead and cure for 30 seconds. And this is how it looks after it's cured. Now I'm gonna go ahead and get out some matte gel polish. This is some Velvet Matte by Kiara Sky. And we're gonna put one coat of that down to be able to do the aura nail that I wanna do. This is one of the many ways that you can apply pigment powders to your nails to do ombre or the aura nail design. So once you apply the matte top coat, you can go ahead and cure it for 60 seconds. And now we can go ahead and get out our pigment powders. So I have this palette from Not Polish, and I'm going to use the darker brown in this palette to do this nail design, this aura nail design. I'm going to take an ombre brush and just dab it on in there and tap the excess off first, and then go ahead and start in the middle and just start patting in the middle. And I'm kind of going to focus on that one spot, patting in that one spot in the middle first. And then I'm going to take my brush after I'm finished and wipe off some of that pigment powder and start to pat around the center to make it bigger. And this is just so it can kind of go from dark to light. And sometimes this works for me and sometimes it doesn't. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I get a mess doing this, and I really thought this was going to be one of those times because as you can see, it looks a little bit of a mess. But this is what I came up with. And I mean, it definitely goes from dark to light. So I'm just going to take this as a win. I'm going to go ahead and put some matte top coat on top of this and cure. And now we're going to get out some metallic gel polish. Now this gel polish is a gel pod from Kiara Sky, of course. I'm just going to take my extra long fine liner brush and go around the nail with it. Now, I really want you guys to pay attention to the way I'm holding my hand, because as you can see, I'm kind of folding it up a little bit so I can stabilize my finger so it's not shaking all over the place. But I think one of the key things that does make this nail design a little easier for me is the extra long liner brush, because just liner brushes in general, for some reason, even when you have the shakes, the liner brush will still remain steady and you'll still have like clean and crisp lines whenever you're doing nail art. So yeah, definitely get you an XL liner brush for doing nail art with your non-dominant hand. But I'm gonna go ahead and cure that. And then I'm gonna go back in with the XL liner brush and grab some more gel. And then I'm gonna do that nail design that we saw in the picture that I showed you guys on the pointer finger. Now, usually you see people use chrome powder to do this nail design, but if I want to be honest, I really don't want to deal with chrome powders right now, especially since I'm trying to knock this nail design out. So we're just going to mimic that nail design using gel polish instead of the chrome powder. Okay, now we're almost done with the set. This is how it looks so far. But before we move forward, I really think I want to go ahead and put a charm on the ring finger. So I have some of these charms here, and I'm going to go for the star right here and put it right in the middle. So just to show you guys really quickly, this is what the star looks like. And I'm just going to put it right in the middle. I'm going to use some gem gel and put that down first. And just a little drop there first. And then we're going to drop that star right on top and make sure it's centered before we cure. And then go ahead and cure. For the pinky, I really just want to keep it simple with a little Frenchie. So I'm going to go in with that same shade of brown that I use with the tortoiseshell nail. And I'm just going to make a little Frenchie. I'm using the XL liner brush to be able to do this. And as you can see, I kind of have my hand folded up a little bit to kind of stabilize that pinky finger. But we are making it happen. We're making it work. And then I'm just going to fill in that French with the brush. And then I'm going to take my XL liner brush to fill in the top part. After 2 coats, this is how it looks, and it looks so good with the rest of the nails. So I'm very excited about this. I'm going to go ahead and grab my top coat and put 1 coat of top coat on top. And we are almost done. Well, we're just about done, actually. And we have a finished look. So I am actually impressed with the way that this turned out on my dominant hand using my non-dominant hand. So A+. The struggle is real using my non-dominant hand to do my dominant hand. So I'm not even mad at it. But here are both nails together. Like I said, not really my ideal birthday nail set. I was thinking like a lot of bling bling going on. But yeah, I definitely don't have time to do that right now. So I'm just glad that I was able to do something before I leave for New York and catch my flight. So if you watched this far, thank you so much for watching, and make sure you're subscribed to the family. I post on here every single weekend, and make sure you check out Glaze by C. The links will be in the description down below for everything that I use in this video on this nail set. Thank you guys so much for watching me do my nails. And I will see you guys in my very next video.